Hello everyone, and welcome back to Death and Taxes, where we're going to start today on day 19 of our quest to try and not doom the planet. And with that, let's go ahead. So, into the office we shall venture. And yes, it's not looking great, is it? Our snow globe is angry and red. Let's stick all our money in the drawer, and let's crack on, shall we? First things first, our favourite trip to visit Corker. Surgeon makes headway in skin regeneration. Limb regrowth probably still decades away. Higher educational standards help bring peaceful solutions to simmering conflicts. Unknown mascot struck dead by lightning in the middle of the day. Stadium officials confused. International Let's Clean Up the Horrendously Polluted Forests Day announced. That sounds like it's got to be a good day, right? And I do note that we start today with a sole total of 14 minutes until the actual end of the day. Mystery. Okay. Grim. I will keep this short. I am suspecting a systematic bias in our balancing methodology. Quote of the day: the last 3 humans coming from the facts have to die. I am counting on the accuracy of your judgment. Make it count. Fate. I'm not gonna lie, I don't actually know which ones the last 3 are. Would they be the 3 at the top? Because surely piece of paper that went on the bottom first went first? I don't know. I think that to be the case. Should we just read them and see? So, Takahiro Nagai, 44, golfer. Takahiro loves hitting a tiny ball with a stick. There's no doubt about it. Just whack that tiny ball real hard and see where it lands. Sometimes it even lands where it's supposed to. Oftentimes not. It doesn't matter, as Takahiro also loves refreshing walks and searching for things. Okay. Shani Russell, 80, retired. Shani is a peculiar pensioner who keeps roaming all around town with a kettle in hand, always mumbling about how the kettle not being warm enough. No one seems to know what, if anything, is in the kettle. It's a mystery! Okay. Yeah, so you've gone underneath that one, so I assume you would have come out in that order? Keep the top ones on top, something like that? Who knows? Armin Lefebvre, 35, hairdresser. There's nothing Armin likes to do more than gossip. Working as a hairdresser provides ample opportunity for this hobby. Due to memory issues, Armin occasionally starts gossiping about the client they're currently in the process of working on. I can imagine that being supremely awkward. Achak Nord, 30, lumberjack. Is he a lumberjack? Is he okay? Achak co-owns a logging company where they work as a lumberjack. Although they comply with environmental regulations on paper, they occasionally clear protected habitats by mistake, destroying homes of thousands of endangered birds. That sounds a bit naughty. Erwin Raidbauer, 35, adult caregiver. Erwin went into the caregiver business when they ran out of things to do. In truth, they have very little care to give and are very sloppy at their job, mostly trying to con the elderly into giving them money or having them buy fake insurance. That also sounds pretty naughty. Anna von Wolfenstein. What a great name. 48, judge. Anna has worked as a judge for 20 years and loves their job very much. Not so much because of the bringing of justice, but because of the political power the position brings. And Anna likes having power and influence. A little bit too much. Okay, and last but not least in the slightest, we've got Emmanuel Snow, who's got a rather impressive beard going on. Seems to stick in many directions all at once. He's 32 and he's a history teacher. What is history anyway? A collection of stories made up by those who have access to power. And even then it's full of mistakes and errors. That is why Emmanuel has grown ever more interested in teaching alternate theories to their students. What a conspiracy theorist! Okay, well, they want 3 of them to go. These would be the last 3 that came out of the machine, but frankly I think definitely these 2, if nothing else, would be slightly worse than these 3? Who knows? Let's get rid of you because you're killing birdies. Oh, that's done something to our snow globe. We've got little pluses down the bottom. Good start, good start. And let's get rid of you because you're trying to scam the old people. Another set of little pluses. And I think the other one we should get rid of, to be honest, is you. Just because you never know, conspiracy theories can be bad. Done it now. Ah, and even better, we got another set of little pluses. Right, that means you get to live. Uh-oh, 2 negatives. You get to live. Nothing too extravagant. As do you. As do you. Okay, off we pop. Let's see what Fate has to say about all of this. Here, Fate, what you got to say?
Grim, why are you here?
Well, it is my job.
Oh, right. The daily... always impositions when I have important research to perform.
I'm sorry, you could just send me the money and I wouldn't come in.
Let us get on with it. I see the exact amount of profiles necessary. Good job, I guess. Yes, that should suffice, I imagine.
Perfect.
Grand. Goodbye, Grim. The muse beckons.
And with that, we're off for the day, earning ourselves 400. Most magnificent. Can we purchase any plunder?
Lord blimey! You're looting! All me wares.
Well, I'm sure you'd rather we bought them than didn't buy them. We can purchase a fidget spinner, or we can purchase a beautiful dog outfit. Yes, we're getting that.
Ever been to the land of dunes, ye scallywag? There be ancient civilizations under the sand sometimes. Once I dug out this particular golden icon. All while I was digging, the bowels of the World Eater rang in my ears. But I persisted. Dug until me fingers cracked. No stopping. Till the riches were secured. Ah, 'tis truly a wondrous thing. Turns your own head into a jackal's, it does.
Interesting. I will take that, and with that I think we should go and check it out. Can't be a bad idea, can it? New clothes, let's see what they look like. Oh yes, so we currently have that glorious chicken look on. Let's have a quick look at the dog. Lovely, there's Anpu. Winter is coming, a lovely white one. Foxy. Goodest doggo, I like that. And Jackal. And Stealth. Quite a few of them. Oh, we're gonna have to spend a day or two as Goodest doggo. Should we have a nice dark suit to go with it, with a nice red tie? Perfect. And with that, sleepy time for us. Good morning. It was a very quick sleepy time, you see. And in we go. Ready to start the day. We've only got 5 notes. It shouldn't be too difficult. Body of teacher found in ravine after they went out to search for the existence of extraterrestrial life. Judge rules to allow a severely ill environmentalist to die peacefully. Logging company owner dies of sudden heart failure, leaves entire fortune to leading cancer fund. There you go, that's someone that we killed that we've actually got a good outcome from. We will take it. Can you have a massive heart attack due to massive guilt? We have the research. Convenient that one, isn't it? You want to know what is inside the kettle of the odd kettle pensioner? It's a whole other universe. Ooh, that conspiracy theorist teacher would love to hear that, wouldn't he? Bonkers. Right, what are our instructions for the day? The assignment. An eldritch waft of air passed through my office earlier. Certainly a sign of disorder. We could not determine the correct amount of humans to mark today, so I leave it up to you. Any humans who seem suspicious have to die. You will figure it out, yes? Keep your eyes open. Fate. Okay, this sounds controversially like I have far too much freedom. Let's see what we've got. Augustus Zagsma, 44, taxi driver. Augustus dreams of becoming a millionaire, but is also content with being a taxi driver. Their cab is decorated from hood to trunk, featuring several disco balls, aquarium wallpaper, and subwoofers playing techno rave on full blast. You don't seem like a particularly bad chap. Emile Bonwale, 46, priest. Emile went to college at 19 to study religion for the lulz. When weighing career options after graduation, they decided to become a priest, again, for the lulz. Some argue their detachment gives them the ability to give good unbiased advice to troubled souls. Okay. We've got Alora Harnack, 21, choir singer. I wonder if she sings in that priest's choir. Alora is a professional singer who joined the church choir at their local town. They offered their singing skills to the church partly to be more devout, and partly to have better access to the church wine cellar. Roberta Williams, 44, narrative designer. Roberta enjoys crafting stories that make people feel all kinds of different emotions. Their main interest is exploring thembo-villain relationship dynamics. In their free time, they like to write mildly erotic fanfiction and argue with nerds on Corker. And we've also got Peter Fields, the 27-year-old system administrator. Peter started working as a sysadmin at a hospital straight out of college, but doesn't really understand what data security is. When new employees join the team, they usually send them all their passwords and other classified information through Smipe, unencrypted. Ooh, naughty, naughty, naughty Peter. I mean, I'm sure he's not intentionally doing it to be bad, but of all these people, the only mildly bad things I can pick out are you, for being naughty with people's info, and you for trying to steal wine. Everyone else seems fairly reasonable. So let's let you live, which has given us 2 pluses up there. That's got to be good, right? You can live. 3 pluses up there. Oh my gosh, are we on to a good day? You can live. Keeps the 3 pluses. You can die. We've kept the 3 pluses. Oh my gosh, we're on to something. Because you see, now it's gone red up there. I'm a little concerned that we have in fact turned the world to absolute trash. And we've caused some sort of horrendous apocalypse. Right, how uninterested is Grib in our work? It's Lady Porrington! No fate today. So, as we enter the office, we notice that Lady Porrington is snoozing on the table. Hey, kitty kitty! Ah, telephone time.
Haha, Grim, jolly good. As you may have noticed, I am absent. I decided for a short vacation. It is a weekend, after all, and the free time will be essential for research. For the novel, yes?
Lovely. Sounds good. Enjoy your research.
But what of the conduct overview, you may be thinking? To be honest, I cannot be bothered at the moment. I am certain you have done well enough. Now, I must go submerge myself. Toodles, Grim.
A massively underused word. Toodles! More people should use that. It's wonderful. Toodle pip. 400 big ones. We'll take it. Can we buy any weird and bizarre items today?
You're such a scoundrel. There should be a bounty on your head.
Oh, they've got the bow tie fancy suit back. Yes.
Oh. Don't tell your captain about this. 'Tis one of theirs. Stole a great deal of time ago, though. Like 'tis between 2 months at least. I remember it was like yesterday. Barely made it out of the wardrobe alive. Have you seen how far it goes? Many skeletons are in there. Almost became one of them. But you can't trap old Mortimer that easy.
So it is in fact one of Fate's moustaches. Moustaches? It is in fact one of Fate's bow ties. Interesting. Right, we've only just put this out film. We'll wait a day and then we'll go try on the bow tie, shall we? Let's do another day's work first. What have we got today? 6 profiles. Lots of corker fizzing. But it's not too long today. Space Wizard 5, The Awakening, was trash. Reading fanfic now to bleach my brain. And CEO of the What social media platform, planning to open a museum of antiques and relics. Okay. And our instructions. Your attention is required. I have been informed of a delicate situation. I trust that you will handle it, as usual. Quota for the day. 5 humans have to die. 1 human must be spared. This is of utmost importance. P.S. Do be careful to let the right person live. Do what you do best. Fate. Oh, okay, we'll see what we can do. So, one of these guys is a goodie, and 5 of them have to go. Number 1. Kagosi MM. 25. Systems Analyst. Kagosi is on the verge of finishing a proposal for a delivery system infrastructure based on low-cost drones. It would use cutting-edge drones to safely and effectively transport food from stores and restaurants to people. They got the idea while looking at a stressed food delivery person on a bike in the rain. Okay. Gregoire Hayal, 31, archaeologist, legitimate researcher, or greedy tomb raider. Consensus has not been reached when it comes to this noted archaeologist. For the past 5 years, they've been digging up artefacts around the Faradin region. Suspicious. Don Fierno, 46, mobster. Well, he's got the right kind of hat for it. Don Fierino tries to model themselves after the old mafia novels and films, without realising those stories are made up by authors who had no connection to or understanding of organised crime. Soon enough, they'll realise there are no honour codes and family bonds. Crime is just crime. Okay. You sound like a bad egg. What have we got here? Nija Basra, 34, geneticist. Nija is secretly researching the genetic combining of plants and animals. In addition to mammals capable of photosynthesis and sunflowers with ears, okay, that's creepy, they also dream of a pet hedgehog with an actual hedge instead of spines. But that would be very cute. So far the research has been costly, but they believe it's for the greater good. Their colleagues are on high alert. Yeah, for when they accidentally produce a monster. Right, what are you up to, Takeda Oshima, the 40-year-old butler? Takeda has served the Bon Appetit family. I see what you did there. For 20 years, until a cab arrived, changed their life. The decor, music, and the jolly driver caused Takeda to experience an artistic awakening, and they are now obsessed with the excessivism movement, taking steps to paint for a living. Okay. And the last profile we have got to pick from is Kelsey Hadley, 25, psychology student. Kelsey specialises in children's psychology. They want to be a mother and a kindergarten teacher. Their main hobbies are watching and criticising films and swimming. Okay, so we are only allowed to let one of these people live. I think we can safely say that we're getting rid of you, because you sound like a bad chap. Although that has given us little minuses to the peace thing, so who knows if we're onto a winner here. I think we should get rid of you, because you could be a tomb raider. Yeah. What else have we got? Drones, they could be bad. They have the potential to be bad. You don't seem to be anything too bad. You're doing alright, but it's costly. Is it worth it? Who knows? The fact that your colleagues are on high alert, maybe something terrible's happening. Should we just get rid of all of them and keep the student? She could be great. She wants to be a teacher. She likes to swim. Yeah. I have no idea anymore. See, that's given us some pluses, so maybe... Nope, that's given us a minus. Honestly, I thought buying this snow globe, it would just give us something really adorable to have on our desk. And what's actually happened is it's made me double question all of my life choices. I feel like I'm not doing a good job. We've got red swirling skies of doom. Yes, we've got 3 pluses, but we've still got a negative every single day. Something goes wrong, always swirling clouds of doom. I just don't think I'm on to a very good winner here. Looks like Fate is still on his vacay. As you look around the office, you see Lady Pornington lounging supine on the table.
Grim, you would not believe the fun I am having.
I would.
Such a transformation from the monotony of the office. It almost makes it all seem worthwhile. Yes, you expect your daily summary, but I still cannot find it in me to burden myself with this matter. So, off you go.
I'm having to say that I quite like this laissez-faire approach Fate is taking. He doesn't seem too fussed about what I'm up to be honest. What have we got today down in the Plunder Emporium?
Doubloons will get ye anything, mate.
Do we have enough for this? No, darn. Darn and blast. Not enough money for any of that. In that case, let's try on that glorious outfit.
The loud and unbearable noise of conflict. The turmoil of 1,000 different desires, taken through violence, entitlement, and toxic self-fulfillment. How do you feel, Grand Reaper?
A bit confused, but that's not one of the options. Let's go with guilt.
Guilt for what you've done. What have you done? Was it wrong? Maybe you were right instead. But then, why the guilt? There's not much that can be done now. Nevertheless, it's important to learn.
Okay, let's see if we can't find the stuff that we bought the other day. Look at that. That's a rather nice suit, isn't it? Death and Tuxedos. Yes, these are the fancy ones. Oh, I like some of these. Oh, hot dog. We're keeping that. Perfect. Right, now just to pick a nice face to go with it. What do we fancy? I think we've tried out almost all the faces now. Should we go for something like that? Yeah, let's do it. Mix it up for a bit. Okay, and now we've slept on it. Good morning, Grim Office. Welcome to day 22 in your life. Day 22, which brings us another red card. Right. First things first, coins in the drawer. All 6 of them. And then, to Corker. Crime boss gunned down on the street by rival mobsters. Escalates turf war. Cheap safe drones turn out to not be very safe. Kill technician during test flight. Yes, that's what I was suspecting might happen. See, you never know what drones can get up to. I've seen the Terminator. I know what machines can do. Noted archaeologist caught attempting to smuggle ancient artifacts out of Faradon, shot by a militia group. And check out these awesome personal jetpacks. I would love to try one of those. Okay, today is simple, Grim. It is as if a great calmness has enveloped the world. I do not see the need for many deaths today. 2 humans have to die. New discoveries await. Fate. We can manage 2. I think we need to read the red one first, though. What have we got here? Guy. Armato. 46. Stay-at-home parent. Guy, a mostly amiable person, comes from a small village near Cosmopolis City. Grim, you're being set up. All of this is a fiction, a veil drawn over our eyes. You cannot trust them. You cannot trust fate. I have to hurry. Break through the illusion. Refuse to comply, and tomorrow, doom the one named Ron. Okay. Well, that's something we're going to have to remember. And doesn't tell us too much about what we need to do with him. Who else have we got? Ewald Buddy, 32, neurosurgeon. Ewald, a child prodigy, has been performing brain surgery since the age of 18. That is terrifying. They're well established as a medical profession in academia and in practice. Ewald is known for being addicted to adrenaline and is well known for taking great personal risks. Risky. Gehan Shahi, 45, hunter. For decades, Gehan has made a living by hunting wild game. Recently they've become fascinated with certain conspiracy videos on MeTube and convinced that there is a monster living in the nearby swamp. Maybe it's the Loch Ness Monster. Who knows? Charlie Goke, 56, fraud CEO. Charlie has been helping their brother, Albert David, hide corporate money and avoid paying taxes for years, perhaps even decades. They have also been accused of insider trading and other fraudulent activities. They currently live in a mansion just outside of town. Right, so it wants us to get rid of 2 of these. Well, one of these should be this one. We are not supporting fraud. Yeah, some pluses. Okay, now the question is, what do we do with you? Because this doesn't really actually tell us that much about you. But stay-at-home parent sounds pretty good, right? And if we keep you alive, then we've got to kill one of these guys. So that's then leaving us a choice between the conspiracy-obsessed hunter or the child prodigy but risky neurosurgeon? Let's go for the neurosurgeon. Oh, that's 4 pluses we've got. And maintained by getting rid of him. Ooh, ooh. Right, you're already marked, and then that means you get to live. 4 pluses. 4 pluses? We might be onto something. Was this a good day 22? Ooh, fate's back.
Grim,
Welcome back.
how about we skip the pleasantries and get back to usual pointless drudgery?
Core, he really has broken, hasn't he? He is not a fan of his job anymore.
Right. I see the exact amount of profiles requested. At least someone seems to be up to their task.
Yes, I'm smashing it, even if you've lost interest in their job.
Whatever. You? No, Grim. You have not. Why am I livid?
I would have said more apathetic than livid, but we'll go with it.
Because the rest of highest management thought it necessary to remind me that taking sudden leave is detrimental to our aspirations.
So what you mean is, you went on holiday without requesting holiday leave, and they called you up and were like, no, get back here. Oops.
Because they thought to admonish me for taking a couple of days to perform important research. Because, as was reminded, the saying goes, now, how was it? Nothing in life is more certain than...
Ah, I know this one. Death and taxes. See what you did there, developers?
Yes, exactly. Either way, the nerve they have to lecture me on how to do my job.
A stony silence. Tumbleweed.
No matter, Grim. I apologize for taking it out on you. Good night.
400 monies for us.
Yo ho ho! What can old Mortimer provide ye with today?
Today, we can get that cape I've wanted for a few days. Thank you very much.
'Tis a true classic. See, me and me crew were sailing round the side polar terminus, freezing our nuts off. Blinding storms, icy blizzards. Them some ruthless times. Dog eat dog, they say. Or pirates eat pirates, more like. Got lucky to find a whole field of tundra cotton when we did. Made some cloaks to keep the bones warm. Much too warm nowadays, though. So you're more than welcome to it.
Thank you. I think we've got to try it on. That sounds like such a good idea. Into here. We have only just put this suit on though, haven't we? Well, oh my gosh, I hadn't seen this one. The pineapple. Oh, it's magnificent and I love it. Like, I want to try on some of these cloaks. Ooh, that one's lovely. A Christmas one. Ooh, and that's jazzy too. But frankly, we need to give it at least a day or two in the pineapple one, which I think would go quite nicely with the nice pale blue one here. Well, this is so exciting. Let's sleep in our pineapple-themed clothes and start off fresh and ready to pineapple. Or work, but mostly pineapple. Oh gosh, there's loads of profiles today. So, renowned neurosurgeon survives breaking most bones in body after near-fatal fall from skyscraper for dangerous stunt. See, this was the risk with taking that neurosurgeon. It did say he was a risky one. Suspected fraud dies of a heart attack as police officers come knocking on their door. Prosecutor says arrest was imminent. Body found in swamp, suspected to be local hunter. The swamp monster has claimed another victim. And local swamp reportedly inhabited by a green monster. See, all interconnected. Okay, so, my modest excuses, Grim. Right, the situation is that everything got jumbled up in our fax delivery system. You should listen to your gut today, Hehehe, your gut, yes? Because you are, you know, a skeleton. Wow. Judgment? Quota for the day. Go with the flow. Toodles. Fate. Go with the flow is a bit vague, isn't it? And we have got the grand total of 9 profiles. Well, red ones first. This is the one that it told us yesterday to kill, which is Ronald Gilberto, 56, the producer-designer. For decades, Ron has been crafting some of the most creative and aesthetically pleasing interactive games on the market. Their works are known for cutting, clever humour and wildly fun characters. An industry leader, they have inspired a whole new generation of designers. Now, he doesn't sound bad, he in fact sounds quite fun, and I love anyone that makes good games for us, but we have been following all the red cards up until now. It would be a bit of a shame to sort of, you know, give up. So, sorry man, you're in the death pile. And now we've got free reign to actually read all these other 8 and pick between them, however we fancy. So, let's see. Jelisveta Royberg, 82, the Queen. Jelisveta, the Queen of a small nation of Walmark, is one of the last monarchs in the world. Even though people consider the Queen more a delightful curiosity, Jelisveta has a deep sense of religious and civic duty and takes their coronation oath very seriously. Since today says go with the flow, maybe, just maybe, we should have a bit of a rogue day. Right, so if it comes up heads, they live. If it comes up tails, they die. Let's do it for all 8. Why not? Here goes. Heads, they live. Have a nice life, Queen. We've reached the point where I think I've broken the world quite badly anyway, but that got us some pluses, so who knows? And what's going to happen to you, Shelley McIntosh? 35, wetland scientist. Shelley is a wetland scientist who recently moved into a little cottage in the swamp where they can monitor soil measurements 24/7. Shelley wanders around the swamp in a frog costume, scaring lost hikers for entertainment. She's the monster, guys! I've solved the mystery! Right, heads you live, tails you die. Tails! Uh-oh. That's what you get for scaring people, I guess. Actually, if we split these into 2 piles, we can see how many we've lived and how many we've let die as well. Lucas Calabi, 32, getaway driver. Lucas got tangled in the whole organised crime web at an early age, through debts their brother had incurred. To settle the score, Lucas was forced into working as a driver, although as of late they seem to have got their hands dirtier. He sounds like a bad egg. Well, same odds as them all. Heads you live, tails you die. Tails. Who knows what's happening anymore? I see 2 negatives, 2 positives, so maybe we've done something? Literally no idea. Omar Al-Amir, 70, retired. When younger, Omar postponed reading literature, thinking, oh, I'll get around to it once I'm old. When the time finally came, they started going through novels, novellas, short story collections, etc., one after the other. Now they regret the early decision as they're afraid they'll die before they get to read all these books. Well, should have thought of that sooner. Heads you live, tails you die. Heads you live. Lovely, lovely. Oh, there you go. 3 pluses now. Magnificent. Maybe he can read our way to survival. Gordy Freiheit, 38, unemployed. Gordy says they're a physicist because they used to work in a physics lab. In truth, they spent all of their time at the warehouse opening crates with a crowbar. They were fired after breaking an ampule of the rare HL3 compound the lab had been expecting for nearly 2 decades. Well, if someone had been waiting for something for 20 years and all you got was fired, I'd say that's probably not the worst thing that could have happened, is it? Heads you live, tails you die. Here we go. Heads you live. Lovely jubbly. 3 for each. And who have we got here? Tara Rigney, the 33-year-old personal assistant, who comes with a rather gorgeous checkerboard background. I like that. Tara can read the thoughts and feelings of their boss at any given moment because they've successfully learned all of the minuscule facial twitches. Although they often tell everyone of their career ambitions at length, in truth, they're just happy to help. Here we go. Heads you live. Good for you, Tara. And here we've got Amanita Muscovich, 29, researcher. Amanita dedicated their life to researching the end of days. When not working, they take their pile of dogs for a walk or snobbishly drive around in their vintage car, even though the battery is chronically empty. Otherwise, they've no personality or political views whatsoever. And they live. The coin's being generous today. Look at that. 5 on the live, 3 on the die. And here we've got Ernaldo Peff, 52, morgue assistant. No one truly knows how the fall from grace of Ernaldo began. Once upon a time, they lived a heroic life, so it is said, but such grand deeds are now a thing of the past. These days, they work as a post-middle-aged assistant at a morgue. And hence they live. There we go. Solid day. Let's put the coin away in the drawer and send off all these profiles. Toodles! What's fate got to say about all of this? Probably not much.
Grim, welcome. You know, pursuing my art has given me insights. I have been thinking of humanity, of mortality, their importance, worth, and meaning.
And what have you come up with?
A disarray of thoughts. Listen, is death really such a bad thing? It would be better for everyone. In fact, do these humans even truly exist? Their ephemeral being leads to no relevant outcome. It is all transient, no matter what they do or achieve in life.
Interesting. I'll hear you out.
They exist in a state of hubris and arrogance, considering them the center of the universe. Yet without them, the sun still sets and rises. Stars explode, galaxies form, or get torn apart. There are departments even for these events.
Oh my gosh, I want to work in a galaxy creation department. That sounds exciting.
Humans are not the be-all, end-all pinnacle of creation. They are small and insignificant, yet full of themselves. The grandeur of everything will not get superseded by specks of nothing.
Go on.
It matters not how they live through their subjective experiences, millions upon billions of them, everyone considering themselves unique. And technically they are, I suppose, on a minor scale, yet also exceedingly similar, copying each other, living through similar events with similar basic reactions. While the universe is full of endless wonders they cannot and will not even experience or perceive, ever. Their presence is not even necessary to validate these events outside their subjective experience or understanding. Do you know the saying, Grim? If a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it...
Oh, I do know this one. Does it make a sound?
Good, yes. Imagine that. Life reduced only to some human vicinity. The ultimate height of arrogance ingrained in them. To imagine their presence to be paramount. The tree does not only sound, it has been sounding a long time. It has grown without anyone present. It has lived a life. None of this requires humanity to be there to bear witness.
Or does it? Ooh, is there a prize?
Yes, you get to skip your performance review. Good night, Grim.
Winner! Money for us. I'm beginning to wonder if there's anything left for us to buy from Mortimer's.
Mighty, 'tis an utmost pleasure to see you again.
Oh, we can't afford the tentacles. Or that. Or that. Disappointing. Let's go talk to the cloud, shall we?
Is your hand tired? Are your fingers getting stiff? You've been clicking around for quite a while.
about 22 days.
Perhaps a short break is in order? Time to gather your wits? Stretch a bit? The world won't explode if you step away for a second. Probably.
Ah, but I hear the boss's boss doesn't like holiday breaks.
No problem. It wasn't that easy getting you here. To the office, where you belong.
Yes, it was. Some lemons went in a pot. I still really like this outfit. We've got to give it at least another day before we put on the cloak. Good night, guys. Good morning, guys. We're a very light, quick sleeper. And here we go. 5 profiles today. Oh gosh. Phone is going 19 to the dozen, isn't it? All the coins in the drawer. Open up the phone. Beloved video game designer. Fatally poisoned at a toxic sludge spill. No tentacles found present. Photos of a hot young queen. Jelly's Vita unearthed at an Aquatarian bookstore. Young thug gunned down during a mobile police raid of a suspected mob hideout. Fashion firm reports record earnings, promises to spread the wealth around, but just a tiny bit. Research shows a slim chance of survival for a small number of the population. Medical worker escaped sudden death by mysterious means. Monster hunt gone wrong, creature killed by angry mob revealed to be a local scientist. Ex-physicist and loiterer arrested after hitting several crabs with a crowbar for no reason, and troubling vigilante uprising in the greater Cosmopolis area threatens to disrupt regular local law enforcement. Seems like there was quite a lot of stuff on the Corker feed this morning. What have we got today? Important! The world leaders have decided to start an all-out war, Grim. We will soon have to do some cleaning up. But before that, there is still work to be done. 4 humans have to die. Keep up the good work. Fate. Well, since we've only got 5 cards, that basically means only one of them's allowed to live. Yeah. Let's hope they're not all brilliant people, shall we? Let's start with you, Pyotr Adamski. A 23-year-old nanny. A nanny for the somewhat well-off middle class. That's what Pyotr came to Cosmopolis City for, with an initial 1-year contract. They saw it as a decent way, with a decent wage, to escape to their Reconstruction-era home country. It's a nice adventure when you're young, at least. He sounds alright. Next to him, we've got Anya Karpova, the 28-year-old data scientist. Who needs statistics when you have fancy algorithms and amazing concepts like AI and machine learning? Not Anna Karpova, that's for sure. They just put the data in and regard the results as absolute truth, requiring no critique. The almighty machine knows all. That is a dangerous point of view, Anya. Gotta check these things, you never know what could be going on. Right. Tumas Frederick Longus, 57, truck driver. As Tumas Frederick recalls it, they never wanted to do anything else other than be a firefighter. They find something romantic in fighting flames and compare it to fighting an evil dragon. Physically fit for their age, they have been an exemplary human in every sense of the world. That is so sweet. You sound like a great guy. What about you, Yumi Amano, the 39-year-old veteran and activist? Yumi is a veteran of the Aha peacekeeping conflict, a pointless endeavour, all things considered. They enlisted right out of high school, inspired by patriotic jingoism, but quickly learned warfare isn't actually great. These days they work as a pacifist activist and fight for veteran healthcare. And then we've got you, Reginald Fargus, the 34-year-old truck driver. Reginald, Reggie, has enjoyed various comic books in their life. They have amassed a small fortune in the form of a vintage collection. They also collect guns. They have a lot of guns and bullets. They also wear bullets as a belt and bullets on their necklace and sing in a band called Bullets and Blue Jeans. Okay, well, 4 have to die. I would say the obvious 2 are going to be Reginald, because collecting guns and bullets, and he's got a lot of potential to get very violent, let's put it that way. And Anya, because she doesn't believe in questioning computers. So yeah, I think Tumas sounds like a great guy. I mean, it says exemplary human in every sense of the world. That's got to be good, right? But then I'm not sure that these two necessarily need to die. Both of these two are good as well. But Tumus just sounds great. If we let him live... Oh, apparently that's a bad thing, because I've actually just ruined the peace. Then I guess we've got to let these guys die, which can't do any good. But we've done it? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, world. Day 24, and I've got the world coming to an end. What does fate think?
Ah, the beginning. It has the sweet taste of deliverance. Every blade of grass, every ray of light. It is a captivating day, is it not, Grim?
I think so.
No. I know so, Grim. Never before have I experienced such certainty.
Such conviction!
My high spirits leave me at a loss for words.
Lovely.
Not much else to say. Go on, get back to work. I trust you to make the correct choices.
Lovely. Does that mean I still get all the money?
I, myself, must concentrate. The muses have struck me. They beckon. Work to be done while there is still time.
On you plod. Good night, Fate. Yes, pennies! What's Mortimer got today?
If I ever return to the seas, I'd have ye on me crew anytime.
Oh, Mortimer, that's so sweet. For that, I'm going to buy some tentacles.
By Jones' coffer, the slimy appendage is still here? I shudder at that very memory. Did not know which way was up, which way was down, where to step forward. The walls, they were everywhere. I grabbed what I could and ran as fast as me feet could go. As I emerged from the darkness, I found myself standing in the middle of a carnival. Truly a nightmare.
Interesting. And what would the day be if we didn't go and try on our lovely new tentacles? Oh, we haven't even put a Grim cloak on yet. Right, let's see these tentacles, shall we? Scrolly, scrolly, scroll. Oh my. They're rather fun. The gold one looks quite good with this suit. Oh, and I love that actually. That is just wonderful. Oh my, we're keeping this. Look how distinguished we are. Most magnificent. And on that note, what have we got to do today? On day 25. I spy a red card. Okay. Singer of local country band found dead in vigilante attire. Police urge caution and contemplate curfew. Volunteer firefighters brutally beat alleged arsonist nearly to death, currently in critical condition. World religious leaders clash as societal rift deepens. None of those sound great. What's the mail say? What ho, Grim? Total pandemonium has broken out. There is not a single recognised leader of state remaining on the planet. Everyone is everyone else's enemy. Quota for the day: 6 humans have to die. Steel yourself, fate. Oh great, 6 have to die and we've got 7 to pick between. Well, as is tradition, let's start with the red one. Joe Dara, 38, nurse. Joe found their training in the roughest of... Grim, I warned you, didn't I? You know who's to blame for this horror. Fate can't be trusted. No, he needs to be stopped. He needs to be removed, replaced. Spare the nurse, for their assistance can, at the very least, alleviate some of the suffering. Well, we do that, which we have to because we have committed now. We are following all of these red cards, and that basically means we need to kill the rest in order to stick with what they've told us to do. Was this a good idea? Let's see. Harlow Varley, 78, militant religious leader. Harlow, once a messenger of peace, started their own private army after hostilities started rising in the world. Their world is taken seriously and their commands are executed with extreme obedience. They advocate a deeply ascetic lifestyle, allowing their order to be extremely efficient in their deeds. Okay, that's a little bit scary. I mean, sorry, you've got to die, because everyone has to. That's how today works, but you're a little bit scary anyway, frankly. Here we've got Te Puonera, 23, student activist. Being the head of a student organisation is never easy. Te Puonera, official name, has been leading their university's White Hat hacker group ever since enrolling. They achieved this by pawning the previous leader and posting all of their unsavoury and highly illegal life details online, causing them to be expelled. Well, getting fellow human expelled has to be a bad thing. Plus, 6 have to die, soz. I mean, yeah, I don't know why I'm apologising to them. The decision's kind of made up before I click here, isn't it? You've got a good name. Xanthippe van der Waal, 78-year-old senator. Xanthippe is an ageing senator, holding on to the power because they can't imagine they could do anything else with their life. It's the only thing they have left. Unfortunately, they're also growing increasingly misinformed and illiterate in the way the modern world works, both politically and technologically. Bye! Okay, 3 more, and you have got a sterling moustache. What's going on here? Oh. Goldie Winnock, 48, National Security Advisor. Goldie has been a hawkish and belligerent career politician all their life. Uh-oh. Let's just leave it there, shall we? But have recently changed their ways after witnessing what actual conflict looks like. Now they can be found cowering in their remote villa, attempting to forget their part in the widespread violence by herding sheep. And then here we've got Tom Way, the 50-year-old surgeon philanthropist. Tom comes from a dynasty of industrial magnates, inheriting their parents' company, Way Enterprises. Even so, they sought to train to be a surgeon and have worked tirelessly to provide healthcare for those who cannot afford it. Oh, he sounds like a good egg. Aww. Sorry. Sorry, Tom. I bet this gets us some negative things. Actually, everything was so negative already it didn't really make too much odds. Adrian Del Gallo, the 25-year-old pool cleaner. Adrian's dream is to become a trophy partner to a rich person. To achieve this, they make a living cleaning rich people's pools, hoping to be noticed when scrubbing without a shirt on. Let's send all them off. And see, how uninterested are you feeling today, Fate?
Grim, I find myself at an impasse. Lend me your thoughts.
I'm not gonna lie, Fate, there's not much going on in my brain.
Should my prose be more experimental? Or should I stick to traditional narrative technique?
Well, I feel this Grim has been very traditional in sticking to all the rules, so let's go for some conventional narratives.
Grand, yes. There is a reason it has persevered for so long. You are still here, Grim? I guess you want to talk about work instead?
No, I was just here to be your friend, but I would like the coins. Hint, hint.
Oh, fine. Let us take a look at the situation. My, so much chaos. Pain and suffering are off the charts.
Is that what I've achieved? Oh gosh.
Cosmopolis City pummeled to ruins after the invasion. A forever war fought with state-of-the-art armaments developed by Phaeton Arms. A shining monument to avarice and ignorance.
Should be my house motto. Avarice and ignorance.
One can only be impressed by the innovative solutions crafted by Mohabborg. Death with such efficiency.
Subtitle: Death with such efficiency.
What can I say? Things do not seem to be going well at all.
The world just keeps getting worse.
Are you sure? You are but a grain in this cosmic process, lacking the complete picture. What is done is done. These are the consequences you must live with, while you still live. Off to work, Grim. Certainly you have no time to waste now.
Hi-ho, it's off to work we go. I have a feeling I don't have enough coins to buy anything, but, you know, it's tradition now, right?
How many times have we met? I lost all count.
Ooh, there's only 2 things for sale. Does that mean I've nearly bought everything? No, I can't have bought everything. I haven't got the cactus. See, I pay attention to your stock shop. Right. Oh, the cloud's back. Let's say hello.
Psst. Hey! What, pray tell, happened to the world?
I did. Oh, that's an option.
Stuck in a hole and insistent on using the scythe as a shovel. Do you know the story of the wyvern and the prince consort?
No. Also an option.
Of course you do. A young, quick-witted prince consort was once kidnapped by a wyvern. Using their gift of charm, they tried to alter the ways of the wyvern in order to save their lands. Soon, the beast and the prince found resonating ideas and ambitions. They molded the land in rather inept ways, whilst thwarting attempts of rescue by the queen. Then the wyvern, tired of the desolation, ate the prince and flew away.
Subtle. Am I the prince? Yeah, do I get eaten? Is that what's gonna happen here?
Yes.
Oh great. Darn.
It doesn't matter if your mistakes were countless or few, as long as you learn the lesson. We are thankful of our time together, even as it's quickly running out. It'll be pretty horrible from here on out.
Wow, what a fortune. It'll be horrible from here on out. So, without further ado, let's go for a bedtime sleep. And swiftly we progress into day 26. 3 days left to save the world from sudden inevitable doom. Okay, coins in the drawer and on to Corker. National Security Advisor found half devoured by sheep in their luxury estate. Now that is a nasty way to go. Extremism rises sharply as political assassinations on religious figureheads topple headlines. Hacktivist groups in massive uproar after living legend hacker assassinated. Multi-billionaire philanthropist found dead in supposed mugging incident. Flexing gone wrong. Local pool cleaner drowns while showing off muscles. I suppose he wouldn't mind too much. At least he looked good when he died. That did seem to be his goal in life, after all. A legend passes. Xanthippe van der Waar dies in their office chair, the one they fought for decades ago as a young progressive. Way Enterprises announced radical plans to boost diplomatic efforts between leading superpowers. Okay. Right. Get rid of you, get rid of you. Let's see what this says. I hope you read this post-haste. I have never before seen humanity so unified in a single cause, exterminating itself. It has a sombre beauty to it. Not the unification one would expect. Quota for the day, 2 humans have to die. The future is grim. Fate. Well, if they're so good at killing themselves, then why do I need to kill more? Who makes you wonder, doesn't it? Right, 3 of them. Let's see what you're all about, Ronald Kershard, the 29-year-old firefighter. Ronald has been working as a firefighter since their late teens, pledging to give their life to protect the people of Cosmopolis City. In remarkable physical shape, they have been organising athletic events for communities all over the world to raise awareness for fire safety. You sound good. And you, Ryo Kobayashi, the 35-year-old politician. Ryo has been aggressively advocating for a new radical policy which completely eliminates all taxes. I'm sold. Any and all vocal opponents are mercilessly mocked. I mean, what did taxes ever do for us anyway? I mean, they did provide, you know, public services, the healthcare in the NHS, a few bits and pieces, allegedly. Anyway, before we get too deep into that hole, Mary Way, the 48-year-old, almost full-time mother. The recent widow of Tom Way and the new leader of Way Enterprises, Mary has to balance their time between the philanthropy and raising their child. They enjoy opera and opulent jewellery. Well, I think the firefighter sounds like a great guy. To be honest, I think we should save you. Live, why don't you? Yes. That got us 3 pluses. And then that means, I'm afraid, you have to go, and you have to go. Oh, and killing you was a bad thing. But we did it! 26th day complete. If what I suspect to be the case is the case, we have 2 more days left before we find out how utterly and truly the world has been destroyed.
Hello, Grim. I have been absorbed in my work. Tell me, how goes it out there in the wild?
It's spiralling out of control, for sure.
Fate unconstrained, with nothing to stop it. Seems a terrible power, yes? Never before seen destructive ordnance sold to, I would say, the highest bidder. But in truth it seems to be to everyone. So many casualties. My, it truly looks like the end. I am giddy with anticipation.
Maybe we could be optimistic and find a way to not bomb this?
All seems to be outside our timid grasp already.
Or not. Oops.
Goodness, look at the time, Grim. Precious moments wasted. Enjoy your night.
I will! Money!
Ever wonder if there's a way to do things differently?
Yes, I'm going to buy a brutal cactus.
Feast your eyes upon this spiky boy. Ye wouldn't believe how long I searched for it at the exalted land of cacti, just to get me phalanges on one of these. Finally unearthed it at the White Desert of Mub. It did not start there, however, you see. 'Tis a traveling cactus. Ye never see it move, but boy does it get around.
Oh, the stories I'm sure the cactus could tell, if it were able to talk. We will put that lovely on our desk. After we've had a little bedtime sleep. Right. Let's get out our cactus. Yeah, look at you. Should we sit you up here? Oh my gosh. That's a proper scary cactus. You click it and it's like a little drum. Oh, it made another noise. It's like a little meow. Okay, well, Cactus, you are most fun. You can sit up there. To Corker. Way Enterprises left without leadership after Peace Summit breaks into murderous violence. They'll manage, they had a child. He'll inherit it one day, it'll be like Batman. Charity event organised by local firefighters, enjoyed by parents and children alike. Should have gone to that rather than the Peace Summit. Rampant violence grips the world. May the afterlife be merciful. DEFCON 1, DEFCON 1, DEFCON 1. Yeah, I don't think there's much I can do for this planet anymore. Right. Apocalypse now. Oh gosh. Unbeknownst to themselves, human society has finally collapsed. Whatever normalcy and humanity was left in the world is now swiftly fading. The few remaining humans have to die. Happy end. Fate. Okay, what's the red card say? Shamsa Mithridates. 29. Drummer. This drummer knows how to rock. Their beats are fast, technically masterful and tight, and grim. The time draws near. Tomorrow will be your ultimate choice. Right now, your last chance to turn away. Do you trust me? Are you in? Are you? Mark this profile for death as the final test. Display your determination. And you've got full-on horns and I didn't even draw them on. Brookway, 28, vigilante/philanthropist. Brooke lost their father when they were 10, and their mother when they were 14. After surviving the murder of both their parents, Brooke swore vengeance against criminals and crooks. After mastering several martial arts and using the power of physical strength and inherited money, they will try to bring justice to the streets. Oh my god, she is in fact Batman. I am the Knight. Unfortunately, I'm afraid the card says you gotta die, so you gotta die. Beep. I do like Batman, though. Right, berate me now, Fate, or forever hold your peace.
It is growing quieter, Grim. Not much left now.
What an utter catastrophe.
An immaculate execution. The work of an artist.
An accidental artist, but I'll take this. Thank you, I think.
The final fiery stages of the global war. When all else fails, a torrent of thermonuclear warheads. Every type imaginable, set to rain down on whoever is left. Ordnance never seems to run out before people do.
Yeah, it's just as well there's a lot of people. We have been slowly killing them left, right and centre.
Anyway, and crucially, my book is nearing completion.
Oh, awesome. When do we get to see it?
Soon enough. Patience, my friend. Leave me to my grand labour, Grim. Tomorrow we shall deal with the final matters of this office.
Ooh. Zero money? What? It said they all had to die, so I killed them all. I thought that's how it worked. Ah, rude. Well, in honour of the final day, I think it's only just that we have a new outfit. Yes, let's go for the very traditional Grim Reaper look, shall we? To bed we go, and let's go and see what day 28 brings for us. I bet they regret giving us that Best Newcomer award now. There's only one! And I can see that it appears to be my boss, and oh my gosh, right, Corker. Tell my parents I'm coming, and I'm sorry, and it's at Bat Hole. Oh my god, she was Batman, and I just ruined it. This is your chance, Grim. Everything rests on this moment. You only have one final choice to make. Fate must die. Trust yourself, your friend and benefactor. But Fate's been so kind. Name, Mr. Fate. Age, infinity. Position, fate of the world. Your boss, the highest authority in the universe, has worked at the office for an incalculable number of years. Serious, perhaps a bit too austere, and dedicated. Often fails at a sense of humour. Depressed, despondent, morose. Extremely tired of their job. Hopes to end it through the destruction of the whole world. Well, it says I have to kill you. Oh gosh, that sound effect does not sound positive. I literally think I've just ended the world. He was my friend! I'm actually scared for what's about to happen. I'm so sorry, Fate. Does this mean he won't be in his office because he's dead? Oh, shoot. Oh gosh, there's nobody there. I killed him. Can we steal his chair? Oh my god, have I just usurped his job?
Bit lonely at the top, ain't it? Feels cold and empty.
Oh, the cloud's back.
This is what you were aiming for. I hope you're pleased.
Is this what I was aiming for?
And the whole world finally has a reason to be jealous of you. You're the king of the castle. All hail the king! What use do you think this had? The world is still absolutely ruined. Ain't a thing you can change now. Inherit the empty husk, soon to be void of life. King of nothing. Revel in your petty act of revenge.
I can fix this.
Ain't nothing to turn around, bub. Ah, the last human stragglers left, slowly dying in agony. Behold your throne, true death, the ultimate usurper.
Oh my gosh, I'm such a baddie. This is not what I was aiming for. I am bad at this. Wow. Oh gosh, mankind succumbing to its innate flaws. Nations divided. Humanity wiped out. as you stand victorious over the wasteland. Oh my gosh.
Fellow traveler, never did I imagine this would be your path.
Nor did I, mate.
I genuinely expected more. Even pirates have a code of conduct. This? A disappointment of savage treachery. And for what? The world's completely in shambles, with nothing to change it now. But I can offer another cycle. Set ye upon a new timeline. A parallel world, so to speak. Your loot will remain, of course, but perhaps little else.
Yes, please.
Still, consider it a chance to be better, and not go for the low-hanging fruit.
I think I need it. Gosh. Well, let's leave it there for now. Now we know what a terrible job I have done of this place. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this series. If you've enjoyed, if you want to leave a like down below, possibly not a like for my terrible, terrible time as Grim, but a like for the videos nonetheless. And if you want to subscribe to see anything else coming up on the channel, that would be marvellous. Thank you, have a lovely evening, and goodbye!